I just woke up. I'm going to head downstairs and hopefully grab some coffee, bring it back up here and prepare it since I have almond milk here. Well, they didn't have coffee. It doesn't start till 9 and I need to get ready for ballet class. So I'm just gonna do my instant coffee. Oh my gosh, today is an exciting day. I am taking company class with the main company here in Mexico City this morning. It's the Compañía Nacional de Danza Mexico. Basically just the national company. To me, this is a really big deal. If you've never heard of this company, you should definitely look them up. They are an amazing company, gorgeous dancers. I have definitely never taken class with such a big company before. So as I've explained before, this is company class. It's the company's ballet class that they take to warm up before they start rehearsing for the day. So like I just took company class in New York with Dance Theater of Harlem, and I've taken company class in Italy with Ballet Siena. I come in as basically just a guest and they allow me to take class. It's much different than an open ballet class or even like a student class. I just took a student class in Morelia, Mexico. It's much different than that. So with an open ballet class, anyone can just sign up, pay, take class. With a company class, you need to contact them and ask them permission. Usually you have to be a professional to join, and just because you ask and just because you're a professional does not mean that they will allow you in. Sometimes they won't even reply to you. A lot of times you need to have a connection within the company to even get a response. The other thing about company class is that they're not just going to take your word for it when you contact them and say that you're a professional. What you do is you send a video of yourself performing and then they'll decide if you're good enough to join or not. Because technically anybody could email them and call themselves a professional when they shouldn't be. And unfortunately, there are quite a few people in the ballet world that call themselves professional that shouldn't be. You could also be the most talented dancer in the world in an amazing company and they could still say no. It just depends on who you're talking to, their mood, and the schedule of the company. Sometimes they're performing and they don't want guests there at that time. But I am so excited and I am so grateful that I was able to get permission to take class with them. I was able to get permission to take class with them the entire time I'm in Mexico City. I am going to quickly do my hair and then go pick my outfit. I am finished with my hair. Now I'm going to go pick out an outfit. I'm going with this leotard today. Here's my Leo, and now I'm going to put my warm-ups on. I'm packing all my stuff in my bag and then I'll be ready to head out. Okay guys, I am ready to go. I made it to the ballet studio and I knew I was in the right place when I went into the women's dressing room and saw several tutus everywhere and also point shoes laying around. I walked into the ballet studio and asked one of the dancers where I could stand, and this is where she directed me, so this is where I put my stuff and started to warm up. Here I'm just putting my flat shoes on, just trying to mind my own business and not be a bother to anybody. At this point, there were only around 10 dancers in the room and I had no idea how big the class was going to get. I wasn't sure how slippery the floor was, so here's my paper towel, and I did bring some water so that I could put on the paper towel just in case I was slipping around. I could tap my foot on the wet paper towel so I could stick to the floor. Then of course I started to warm up and do all of the usual things that you guys know I do before I take ballet class. I also always have to sit in my middle split for a while to open up my hips, and I also put my legs back into a frog to help my turnout. And then I did a couple more stretches, hamstring stretches, all of those things. At this point, more and more dancers were showing up, and there I am in the mirror, just minding my own business. Also spotted a dancer in the wild gluing her point shoes and setting them up to dry, just like you guys know I do. The portable bars were taken out and set up, and I took my bar spot and warmed up some more. At this point, we had about 5 or 10 minutes until class started, and almost all of the dancers had arrived, and it was becoming very, very crowded. Everyone was speaking Spanish, and I thought it was just so cool to be there and experience this. Excited to take more of these classes next week. At this point, we had already done bar. I put my point shoes on, and we were getting ready for center. Put my skirt on and ready to go. This was after class. I was getting all my stuff together, and then I went into the dressing room here and took my point shoes off. The rest of the dancers stayed in the ballet studio because they are going to start rehearsals at this point. They are performing Swan Lake in a couple weeks, and unfortunately, I will not be here to watch that. Now I'm going to head back to the Airbnb, and the dancers will probably rehearse for several more hours until maybe 5 or 6 tonight. That's just the day in the life of a professional ballet dancer when you're in a company. Well, that was quite the experience. I am finished with class and I'm heading back to the Airbnb. The dancers are absolutely gorgeous. Like, I have no words. They are unbelievable. Super, super stunning dancers. It was a very big class. I guess usually it's split up into 2 classes, but today it was just 1 class. So it was like 50 people in there. I stayed towards the back the entire time because there was so many of us. I didn't want to get in anybody's way. So next week when I take again, it should be a little better because the class will be split in 2. I did ask somebody where I could stand, and she was very kind and she helped me. Yeah, it was a good experience. It was just a really big class, and I was definitely inspired by those dancers. They are incredible. I wish I could see them perform, but I don't think they're performing on here. So I will be back next week. I believe Monday's a holiday, so there's no class on Monday, but I'll be back on Tuesday, and I'm just gonna try my best and give it my all. That's all you can do. I'm back at the Airbnb, and I think this is the outfit I'm going to put on. We're going to go out to eat. Okay, I have my outfit on. I'm just taking my bun out. I'm pretty hungry. I couldn't really eat this morning because I was so nervous. I'm going to keep my hair up, and I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of a messy bun. I'm going to add a pink bow, matches my shirt. Here is the bow. I shortened it a little bit. We're going to this restaurant that the theme, I'm pretty sure, is the color pink. So definitely need to check that out. This is today's outfit. I'm gonna leave my New Balances on. La Pitaya Vegana is the pink-themed vegan restaurant. I ordered the horchata, and it was pink, of course. The perfect shade of pink when I mixed it up. Also ordered chips and guac for the table, and then I tasted my horchata, and oh my gosh, it was so delicious. They also brought some salsas, of course, my favorite part, and I dug into that. I ordered the enfrijoladas, and this is how they came, and yes, the tortillas are pink. This place is my personal dream come true. These were absolutely delicious, and of course I added salsa on top. These are like enchiladas, but with a bean sauce on top, along with pico de gallo and lots of other things. These were my mom's pink tacos that I want to show you guys. We then took a short walk to the Panaderia Rosetta, which a lot of you recommended to me and told me that there were vegan options, but when I arrived and asked, they told me they didn't have anything vegan, so I was pretty sad about that. We went for a walk and got caught in a rainstorm. I picked up a few snacks for the Airbnb, and that was it for tonight, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching.